WGS for NetSuite is specifically built for the welding, supply, and gas distribution industry by extending NetSuite's #1 cloud-based business management software suite. Get the scalability, accessibility, and flexibility of NetSuite without compromising on the features needed to support your unique business. I'm going to cover the sales order management features that are part of the WGS for NetSuite bundle. The great thing about NetSuite is that it's so easy to customize and everything is consistently organized no matter where you go. So I'm here on the order page and we have key information up at the top like customer, date, sales rep, and PO number. We also have information for classification, profit margins, and other detail information. And then we have a series of tabs along the bottom for the items we're going to order, the shipping information, and the billing information. So we're going to go through 5 or 6 different scenarios on a single order that may happen typically. We'll cover entering cylinders and hard goods on a single order, entering a walk-in order, adding a drop ship order, and adding an item from another location. So it's going to take a little longer to enter this order than normal because we're going to be taking time to walk through the different scenarios. It's also unlikely these scenarios would happen all at once, but I wanted to point them out to you so that you can see what NetSuite can handle. Let's start by selecting Kramer as the customer on this order. So I'm going to pick Kramer Industries. Notice how the sales rep defaults in. That's going to default in based off of what's set on the customer record. Now branch 1 is the inventory location and the selling branch for this order. The inventory location is where the inventory is coming from. The selling branch is where the sale is going. This means a branch can sell something from another location and still get credit for the sale. We're going to leave the shipping method as our truck, which means we will ship it on the truck, and we're going to set the payment type to be charged, which means they're going to be invoiced on account. Let's go ahead and add a cylinder to the order. I'm going to type in OX200. NetSuite lets you search for items based off of the item name and the description inside this box. And I'm going to select the cylinder. NetSuite comes up and says that I do not have enough on hand, which is fine. I'm going to click OK. Notice how NetSuite is showing what's currently on hand and what's currently available for this item. I'm going to enter a quantity of 10, and then I'm going to enter the cylinder return quantity. So this is the quantity expected to be returned. We will store what's actually returned inside the verified return quantity column. That verified return quantity is automatically set through the Trackabout integration as the order delivery is verified. The price of $17.42 pulls in because that's the price that is set for this cylinder for this customer. So the pricing structure we have is very flexible. You can calculate pricing by item, customer, and category. And there's more details about our flexible pricing structure in our pricing demo video. The extended cost of 8 cents fills in, and then the margins also populate. The shipping priorities are used to let purchasing and production know how quickly a branch needs a product. Do they need it shipped from the central warehouse or directly to the customer? I'm going to leave it at regular delivery and then go ahead and add the cylinder. Now the fuel and surcharge and hazmat charges are automatically applied to the order. So customers have their own pricing for these items too if necessary, or they can be set to 0. These charges will automatically be added to the order if a cylinder is selected. They will automatically be removed if the cylinder is removed. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add a hard good to the order. And this hard good is available, and notice how the price and the cost information automatically fill in along with the margins. I'm going to go ahead and add this item. And now, what about the situation where you don't have a hard good available and you want to drop ship directly to the customer? So I'm going to show that next. I'm going to enter an item. And this item here, notice that there are none on hand and none available. So in this situation, we're going to drop ship it directly to the customer. So I'm going to change the shipping priority to second day to customer. And then notice how the create PO created a drop ship link. So on save of the order, a drop ship PO will automatically be created for this item, and then purchasing will be able to see that PO and then go in and approve it as long as the approval is turned on. But what about the situation where you add an item and the user changes the selling price to something that's too low, causing it to fall below the margins you want? This is what will happen in our system. I'm going to type in another item and select it. and it comes in at almost $800 with a 33% margin. And then I'm going to change this to $600. And notice how NetSuite comes up with an alert that says the sales margin is below the recommended 17% that's set for this particular category. So they can still click OK and add the item, but they just need to know that it's below the recommended margin. So I'm going to go ahead and add this item. Okay, so let's talk about the scenario where you have items that you want to sell from a vendor, but you've never ordered them from that vendor before. We've created a way to make this situation quick and seamless. We have a way to store all the items for a particular vendor without adding all of them to the NetSuite Item Master. Every year your vendors may come out with a catalog of hundreds or thousands of items, and you don't want these thousands of items to clutter up your Item Master when 99% may not even be ordered. With a click of a button, you can add these items you've never ordered before into your Item Master and onto the order. So I'm going to go to the Vendor Catalog Item Selector, and I'm going to go ahead and pick an item and then insert into the Vendor Item Catalog. And you'll notice that the item is not available. That's okay, and it's automatically inserted into the catalog and ready to order. There's also the situation where a customer may order a cylinder or a hard good, and these items aren't available at this branch, but are available at another branch. Our system makes this process quick and easy, and here's how it's handled. I'm going to enter an item and add that item to the order. NetSuite comes up and tells me there's none available, and that's okay. So in this case, there's none available, but I know that branch 2 has some available. And I know that branch 2 has some available because on the item record, NetSuite easily shows me what's available on all the branches. So I'm going to pick my transfer location to be branch 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Add. So when the order is saved, a transfer order will automatically be created, sending one of these items from branch 2 to branch 1. And then when the order is saved, the transfer order will be linked to the line. Let's go ahead and save the order now. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So when the order is saved, our seamless integration sends the cylinder order information to TrackAbout. Once these orders are delivered and verified in TrackAbout, they will come back into NetSuite as an item fulfillment. Then the orders will proceed through the invoicing process. The invoicing process will be covered in our branch management video demo. So let's summarize what we've done on this order. We've added a cylinder, we've added a hard good that's in stock, we've added a hard good that wasn't in stock, so we will drop ship it straight to the customer. We added an item and changed the price and received a margin alert, and we added a hard good that we sell from a vendor that we haven't ordered from before, and we've added a hard good that will be transferred from another branch. When the order was saved, there was a transfer order and a PO automatically created by our system and linked to the order. If there are any items that aren't available, they're marked as backordered. Backordered items can easily be seen on each order. And here you can see that there's some of this cylinder backordered as well as a few of these hard goods. So let's go ahead and look at these linked lines. So here's the transfer order that was created and linked, as well as the purchase order that was created and linked. So let's go ahead and look at the purchase order and see what that looks like. So we can click on the PO and go straight to the purchase order. And you can see that the PO is pending receipt, so this PO has automatically been approved, but you can set to have your POs approved by the purchasing manager so that the PO doesn't go to the vendor until the manager approves it. Also, if I click on the dropship order lines, I can see that the PO is linked directly to the item along with the shipping priorities. Let's enter another kind of order. So how do we handle the very common walk-in or counter sales? So let's say we're at a branch and a customer comes in to place an order and is coming to pay in cash. So we're here on a new order, and let's go ahead and we'll pick Kramer again as our customer. This time the shipping method is going to be will call, and the customer is going to pay in cash. So now let's go ahead and we're going to add another cylinder to the order. And none available, and that's okay. And then go ahead and click Add, and that adds the item to the order. It also adds any of the necessary fees automatically. And now let's go ahead and add a hard good and add that to the order as well. And let's say instead of 1 pound, the customer actually is going to order 1 5-pound spool. So I'm going to change the unit of measure to a 5-pound spool. And notice how the price and the cost were automatically updated. NetSuite's unit of measure conversion tools make this happen seamlessly and accurately. go ahead and click Add on this. A common scenario you probably have encountered is when a customer wants to order an item that they bought before, but you can't remember the name of the item, and neither can they. And we've got this situation covered. Our item history tool is a quick and convenient way for salespeople to pull straight from what the customer has recently ordered. And you can filter by name, invoice dates, category, types, and other criteria to make finding the items that the customer has ordered in the past quick and easy. And you can see we have past order numbers, invoice dates, pricing information is all listed here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick an item and then say add items to the order. And then that item is going to be added to my order. Sometimes a customer will only pay for items that they're taking with them right now, and they'll wait to pay for other items until later. So the auto invoice totals area is an easy way for your users to tell the customer what they need to pay for right now at the store. And you can see this situation that in this situation they're only going to pay $32.73 even though the whole order is for $152.71. The other thing with walk-in orders is that a signature is required. Our system integrates to a signature pad and card reader, and I have one hooked up, so I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign the signature pad. And notice how the signature automatically pulls through here to the screen. And if the customer was paying via credit card, you can swipe the credit card, and the credit card information will automatically populate here and automatically pull back down to the order. So now I'm going to attach this to the order. And now this order is finished, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. Once again, the cylinder information is sent to TrackAbout automatically when the order is saved. Because the order was a cash sale, some of the items were shipped and invoiced automatically. And I can see these items under the Related Records tab. I can see that there's a cash sale for the $32.73 and that there was an item fulfillment as well. So these are some of the common scenarios you may encounter in the ordering process.